If you're considering buying or selling a house, then here's what to expect based on current market conditions. Today we'll be taking a look at the September MLS data that was recently released by the Greater Greenville Association of Realtors. Now first, let's talk about new listings. In the month of September, we listed 1,731 new homes. This represents an increase of about 5.5% compared to September of last year, with the year-to-date new listings up 6.3% compared to January through September of 2020. Now let's take a look at the total number of closed sales. In September, there were 1,633 closed transactions in the MLS, which is up over 3% from September of last year, with total year-to-date number of closed sales up over 11% compared to January through September of 2020. Now, average days on market has actually ticked up a little bit. It was 21 in August and 23 days in September, but that's still over 57% lower than the average days on market compared to this time last year. Now, the median sales price for September was $269,000, compared to about $235,000 this time last year. That's an increase of over 14%. For the past few months, we've seen the available inventory of homes for sale slowly increase, and that's reversing the trend of the steadily decline in inventory that we had been experiencing since March of 2020, just before COVID really threw a wrench in things. So what does all of this mean for you? It appears like we may have finally turned a corner and the market is starting to cool off a bit. However, even if the trend continues, it could take quite a while before we're back in the type of market conditions we were in a couple years ago. And if you'll remember, at that time, we thought that was a crazy seller's market. So even though the market is still very competitive, I wouldn't recommend waiting until next year to buy if you can help it. All the signs seem to indicate that prices will continue to rise, even if the rate of appreciation slows down. And with inflation concerns starting to materialize, it's entirely possible that mortgage rates may finally start to rise again next year. We'll take another look next month once we have some new data to evaluate. But in the meantime, if you have any questions about how any of this impacts your plans to buy or sell, then call or email us today and we'll connect you with one of our top agents.